In a quiet Indian town, lived 70-year-old Mr. Raghav, a retired librarian who spent his mornings sipping masala tea on the balcony. Birds chirped, children walked to school, and golden sunlight filled the sky, but something inside Raghav felt incomplete. Since retiring 6 years ago and losing his wife a decade earlier, Raghav lived alone in a house full of silence. His children were settled abroad and barely had time to call, leaving his days slow and his heart heavy. One afternoon while cleaning the attic, he found an old wooden box coated in dust and memories. Unlocking it with a rusty key, he discovered a yellowed paper titled, "My Life Dreams," written in his younger handwriting. The list read, "Visit the Himalayas, paint a landscape, start a story club, dreams from a man in his 30s. Tears welled in Raghav's eyes as he whispered, "I forgot I ever wanted these things." Responsibilities, family, and work had slowly taken over, pushing his passions deep into the background. His knees now hurt from arthritis, his hands trembled, and long journeys were no longer possible. He sighed and said to himself, "I waited too long," placing the paper gently in his shirt pocket. That evening, he walked to a nearby park and sat watching children draw colorful scenes on the pavement. One little boy was sketching snow-covered mountains under a moonlit sky with deep focus. Raghav asked softly, "What are you drawing?" And the boy replied, "Mountains from my dreams, I want to go there someday." Raghav smiled sadly and said, "I had that dream once too." The boy looked at him and said, "Then you should draw them now." That night, Raghav couldn't sleep as the boy's words echoed in his mind, "Draw them now." The next morning, he went to the stationery shop and bought a sketchbook and watercolor pencils. His fingers trembled but he held the brush with determination, painting what he remembered and imagined. Each day, he filled one-page books, mountains, stars, and children laughing, simple, imperfect, but filled with heart. Inspired, he placed a sign outside his home that read, "Story Club for Kids, free entry." Children from the neighborhood came every weekend, eager to listen to his stories and see his drawings. He shared tales of kindness, adventure, and dreams that never grow old, and the children clapped and cheered. A local newspaper featured his story, and soon a nearby school invited him to speak and share his work. Raghav spoke confidently to the children, telling them it's never too late to begin chasing your dreams. One day, a small publisher visited him and offered to turn his stories and artwork into a book. He named it, "Stories from the Balcony," and though it wasn't a bestseller, it touched many hearts. He opened his old bucket list again, but this time, instead of tears, a proud smile spread across his face. Below the faded dreams, he wrote, "Lived fully, just differently, and that's enough." Because dreams don't have an expiry date, only time does, and the best time to start living them is now. This story teaches us that it's never too late to follow your dreams. Life doesn't always give us the perfect moment, but we can still start with what we have. Even if things change with age or time, our dreams can still be lived in new and meaningful ways. Waiting too long can lead to regret, but small steps today can bring joy and purpose. No matter your age, you can always begin again. Dreams are not just for the young, they are for anyone brave enough to try.